Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well today. We're going to take a look at this full moon in Leo that's happening on February 12th, 2025 at 24 degrees and 6 minutes. It will be happening at 9:53 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, this full moon is going to be dramatic, okay? Of course, it's Leo, right? So it will help you release in a dramatic way. The life you had before is ready to be released and let go to make room for new energies ahead. Larger than life energies are at play with Uranus direct and squaring this moon, but only if you're willing to use this opportunity to let go. Letting go of fears of success, fears of love, fears surrounding children, fears of recognition, to allow you to quantum leap from your circumstances. The opportunities for abundance is readily available with Jupiter going direct in Gemini in every way of this Leo energy. Relationships, career, empowerment of self, to accept the love, the fun, the recognition that the universe, God, source, universe has to offer for you, with the courage to release the old. We do have aspects. I'm going to go over the aspects. This full moon in Leo will square Uranus and Taurus, which will cause that instant change. The full moon in Leo will also opposition Mercury, or oppose Mercury in Aquarius. And this will be how to make the desired changes, or it could be shocking news that's communicated to you. Jupiter, which will be direct in Gemini, will sextile Venus in Aries. This is expansion of confidence, passion, adventure, and it also could be considered as luck or opportunities that are coming to you in love, money, and harmony. So I'm going to go over all the signs. Please watch your sun, moon, and rising sign to get a full picture of what's happening within your world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment. Let me know how this is working out in your world, and I'll see you soon. Hi Gemini, I hope you're doing well today. We're going to take a look at this full moon that's happening in your world. Please take time out to like, share, and subscribe. So we have the moon set in the 3rd, and the sun is shining in the 9th house. The 3rd house deals with the environment you grew up in. It's your local environment. Ideas, documents, short distance travel is here. Moving and movement, media and writing, skills and learning abilities, your productivity is here. Your mindset is also stationed in the 3rd house, okay? There are people in the 3rd house, aunts, uncles, cousins, relatives, nieces, nephews, and neighbors. Also, siblings are here. With this house activated, this is where you're releasing. You're releasing courage, you're releasing power, you're releasing creativity, you're releasing some type of love toward another. That's Leo, okay? Leo represents the 5th house. It could be that something is happening with communication involving those people, aunts, uncles, cousins, relatives, nieces, nephews, neighbors, and siblings, that you could be releasing unconditional love to those people. Or it could be a situation that happens and you have to bound by your courage involving those people, okay? It could take more power or more courage for you to move. That could be something that's happening. It could be that you and another, such as a lover, because 5th house is lover, right? Leo is lover. It could be that you and a lover are moving in together, okay? This could also look like a situation of ideas, that you had revolving around your creative endeavors that are being released, some type of project. It could be over media. It could be over you writing a book. It could be a learning ability, skills and learning ability that you're obtaining so that you can push through with the project. That also includes any type of certificate that is surrounding that creative endeavor. Okay. Leo also represents children, so there could be some type of communication coming from a child revolving around your relatives, revolving around situations of aunts, uncles, cousins, relatives, nieces, nephews, neighbors, siblings, okay? And that involves some type of releasing of courage. That revolves around some type of releasing of love, all right? I do want to take a look at where the sun is shining. The sun is shining in that 9th house. And the 9th house is long distance travel, other cultures, religious beliefs, belief systems in general. The bigger picture, skills and learning abilities are also there. Teachers, gurus, preachers are here. In-laws, grandchildren, grandparents, higher education, such as a 4-year college, right? Media is also stationed here. Publishing and legal cases. This is considered the house of blessings. This is also where your philosophy is. This is where you can get involved with information and go down the rabbit hole, okay, with that information. And it really doesn't matter what type of information, but it's one that deals with a belief hook, right? Or it's one that changes your mindset. Since the 3rd house is activated, it could change the way that you're thinking. It could change the way that you're speaking to other people. This could be that you are becoming a teacher, preacher, or guru, and you're releasing that. It could be over media. It doesn't have to be. It could just be to the masses, because Aquarius is the collective. Aquarius is the masses. Aquarius deals with 11th house themes, such as your hopes, dreams, and wishes, networks, clubs, groups, and affiliations, friendships of long distance, older siblings, socializing, technology, the internet, okay? So the internet could have an impact on you right now with some type of skill and learning ability so that you can relate to the collective in a different way, to share your philosophy, to share your belief system, okay? This could also be a situation of a grandparent or an in-law being activated because you could be moving in with them. Now, I do want to say that the sun is shining here in this 9th house because this is why you're releasing the 3rd, okay? And it could be that they have an impact on your belief system and therefore they're changing your mindset. It could be a situation of just literally, like I said before, a child communicating with you, revolving around an in-law, revolving around a grandparent, okay? Or that they are having a baby, because Leo is children. And also 9th house represents grandchildren. So this could be a time to where you become a grandparent, okay? And they're releasing the news. I do want to look at other aspects that are happening so we can get more of a story here. We have Mercury. Mercury will be in opposition with this full moon, and Mercury is stationed in your 9th house. Mercury rules Gemini and also Virgo, okay? So we have the 1st and the 4th activated. I'm going to go over the 1st first, and this is your identity. This is the way other people see you. This is your physical body. This is how you lead yourself out into the world. This can also be considered exploration of sexuality, Gemini. And this could be that you're changing the way that you think and revolving around being bisexual, or you're changing the way that you think revolving around communication that's coming out of your belief system that deals with ancestral past conditioning. I say this only because the fourth house is activated. The fourth house is property, home, family, nurturing, mothers, motherhood, mother figures, security, sense of belonging, your emotional body, and your foundation. Fourth house is also considered the ruler, is Cancer in astrology, and it deals with past situations, and that's past family events, that's past connections with mothers in some way, shape, form, right? Anything that needs to be healed from family wounds can come out of fourth house situations. Your fourth house is in Virgo. Virgo is very critical. Virgo is very analytical. Virgo is also a type of sign that likes things to be in schedule. They like things to be almost perfect, right? With the fourth house in Virgo, this could be that wherever you are in your home, you want everything to be structured. And it may not go as planned because there could be some type of perfectionism that has to be healed with that. And it could have dealt with a mother. It could have dealt with a parent. It doesn't have to be a mom. Any type of family member that was associated with you while you were growing up had tried to implement into you Virgo qualities, and it stuck. Okay, so this could be a situation to where you have to surrender a little bit to Virgo qualities, to that perfectionism, to that schedule, because nothing is perfect, right? Because we do have other activations. I do want to say too that your belief system is activated in Aquarius, of community, of clubs, networks, groups. And this could be a situation of you getting involved with clubs, networks, groups that have a belief system, and it changes how you look upon running your household. Okay, that could be something, because this is Mercury. Mercury is the messenger. This could also be shocking news that could happen because we do have Uranus involved. And this shocking news could be that you're gaining a home, or that this shocking news could come out of a belief system that you were holding that was holding your emotional body down, which was also making you unhealthy. Okay, that could have been something. I say that because Virgo owns that sixth house of lifestyle, daily routines, and also health. And there could have been a situation to where maybe the home was making you sick, right? Or it could have just been your way of thinking in regards to having a home, okay? That now you're realizing that doesn't matter where you are, that home is what you make of it, and home is wherever you place yourself, okay? This could look like you gaining a home, like I said, property. It could also look like some type of security coming to you, revolving around a grandparent, revolving around probably a grandmother, because we have mother figures activated, and that's going to change your identity. But your physical body is activated also with that first house, and it could be that you had been pushing yourself, revolving around having to clean and keeping up with schedules, but you also have to do other things in your world, and it's affecting you. You could be thinking about being a teacher, preacher, or guru, but how does that implement into my life? Because I have a tight schedule, right, of what needs to get done. And a belief system out of that could be changing. It could be that release of that mindset that you have revolving around everything has to be perfect, okay? All right, so Mercury is activated with Uranus. Uranus is squaring this full moon, so let's look at Uranus here. Uranus, excuse me, Uranus is in the 12th house. That 12th house deals with grief. It deals with loss. It deals with mediumship and past lives, karma, healing and restoration of past conditioning, transformation and endings, psychic and intuitive abilities, habits, higher states of consciousness, and where things are hidden in private, like secrets, okay? Prisons and hospitals are activated with the 12th house, and it's in Taurus. So Taurus deals with sensual things, your self-worth, values that you're holding, what you value, things that you value, like tangible things that you value, and also psychological things that you value, okay? Your income and spending is here. Excuse me for a second. I have been having a rough ride lately. I've been a little bit sick with the flu, and it's, I have to pause the videos. Anyway, so 12th house being activated with transformation and endings, all those things with Taurus. Taurus can also represent things of Venusian. It can represent love. It can represent money. It can represent merchandise. It can represent luxury. It can represent agricultural things, okay? I say that because Taurus is the bull and is agricultural, right? So, and anything beautiful, right? Venusian things. So, with this activation with Uranus, Uranus is quick change. Uranus is squaring, so it's at a 90-degree angle, right? I mean, it's not going to be quite to 90 degrees, but it's enough for an impact. Okay, I think it's like 2 degrees or 1 degree off, but it's still going to have an impact. It's still going to have that change that's happening. And it could create some type of chaos. It could create a loss of some sort. You know, grandparents get old, that thing. Or it could be some type of relative, aunt, uncle, cousin, nieces, nephews, or neighbors, or relative. Okay, that could happen because that's activated. We have a lot of people activated in this circle. So loss is there in the 12th house. Grief is also there. And if you had been going through some type of grief, there could be a change in that. There could be light at the end of the tunnel. It could be coming from communication from your child. It could be coming from communication from those aunts, uncles, cousins, relatives, nieces, nephews, and neighbors, and siblings. Okay, so that grief could be healed during this time. It could be an instant change of that, and that just changes everything. That past conditioning, like I said earlier, could be healing, and that could be something out of the 12th house. It could also be a situation of an ending or transformation, and that could look like Taurus things, an ending of a love situation, a transformation of a love situation. It depends on what type of situation you're in, of course. You would know, right, that things are changing for, you know, the better, no matter how they end up being. The universe has your back. That's what the 12th house is trying to tell you. 12th house is also habits, and it could be an eating habit that you had that is changing, because Taurus is food. Taurus is also face, and it could be a change that you're doing revolving around your face that includes your identity that's hooked on to Mercury. Okay, so it changes the way you look. It changes your belief system revolving around the way that you look. Something could be happening there. but instant changes on the horizon. There is still a possibility that you could be teaching things of a spiritual nature, that it's past lives, mediumship, karma healing, healing and restoration. It could be something of psychic and intuitive abilities that you're doing as a teacher, preacher, or guru. This could be that also that you're getting involved in these things to help yourself heal. 12th house is astrology and tarot, so you could be getting more involved in those things to help yourself heal. Okay. One of the people that I listen to revolving around psychic and intuitive abilities would be Christina Lopes. Christina is spelt with the C, and her last name is Lopes, Lopes. And she talks about inner child healing. She talks about all kinds of things. Right? I mean, all you have to do is put in the search bar of what you want to know, and then her name at the end, right? So, and again, that is Christina Lopes. Okay, I do want to look at Jupiter, because that is very prevalent with it being in Gemini, and Jupiter is in your first house, and it will sextile Venus in Aries in your 11th. Okay. So Jupiter is expansion. Jupiter is luck. Jupiter could be money. It could be things that are coming to you that are just expanded. And this is involving your identity. This is involving your physical body. This is involving your self-autonomy, the way you lead yourself out into the world, and the way that other people see you. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful because it's connected to that 11th house. The 11th house is Aquarius ruled, so hopes, dreams, wishes, networks, clubs, groups, communities, friendships, older siblings, socializing, and socializing in a big group, right? And technology, the internet. So this could be that your identity is changing over the internet because you get noticed by a female. Okay, that could happen. This could be a female changes the way that you're looking at life, right? Because we're all connected with Mercury, because you're Gemini. Gemini's in the first house, and it's mercurial, right? So it's the way that you think. It's the way that you communicate. It could be public speaking, that you're public speaking to the masses. It could be a situation of your identity changing because you're moving to a different type of community. Okay, that is a possibility too. There could be money on the way. There could be money on the way with Venus activated. It is money, harmony, and love. This could be revolving around you getting some type of money that changes your identity, changes where you're living. It could be that you're getting involved in a relationship, and that is changing where you're living. That is changing your mindset. That is changing your belief system. Things, I mean, it can light up the whole chart. Whenever you get into a relationship, they have an impact on your chart. So, and the easiest way that you can find this impact is to figure out their sun sign and look for their sun sign in your chart and what it's activating. Also their moon and what it's activating, right? So for example, I'll give you an example. My husband has a Pisces moon. I'm a Pisces sun, right? But he has a Pisces moon, and he's in my 7th house. Whenever emotions are activated, I turn to astrology. And that's how it began. That's how astrology had been activated within me because of him, right? So you can do that same example to give you a tiny bit of what the relationship has an impact on. Of course, there's other charts that you can look at. You can get some type of comparable chart with another person, you can do it online. I think Astro Matrix may allow you to do that on there. I have the Astro Matrix app, how to learn astrology through the Astro Matrix app, on my playlist if you want to take a look at that. But it allows you to have a synergy, I think it's called a synergy chart, to where you can compare your chart with another and how it's activating you. But that's just one small way that you can tell. Venus is in Aries, activating that passion, activating that fire within you. And there's something inside of you, Gemini, that needs to come out to the collective. It needs to come out to the community. It needs to come out to groups, clubs, and affiliations, or on the internet, right? That's what I'm seeing here with Venus activated in Aries. And it's independent because it's Aries. And it deals with your identity because it's Aries. Aries rules the first house. And it's that communication of, what do you have to say? What do you have to say that the world needs to hear, right? And this could be the time, the best time actually, with Venus activated here, that you could do that. And it's expanded by Jupiter, okay? If you are interested in healing past conditioning, I do have in my playlist a healing technique that I learned from Tony Robbins. I'm not the greatest at it, but I try. If you want to take a look at it, you can, but I just wanted to let you know that it's there for your convenience. All right, Gemini, thank you for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.